nVidia!
AMD.
What are these two
nVidia! AMD.
Well, this is the graphics card rain dance, Bernie. We need some more stuff coming in! nVidia!
AMD.
Oh dear. Here we go again. Got this in. What is it?
It's a iMac 24-inch.
24-inch what? Just an iMac?
Just an iMac. They're usually named after the year for these generations, so this is a 2006 iMac in white with, I think it's on the other side, a Core 2 Duo, and it says it comes with a remote, but it doesn't. But the owners told us that it had an SSD.
We think it has an SSD in it. Now this is the second piece of Apple we've had in under 2 weeks. One might be thinking mistakenly that we're Apple experts. Got your tools ready there, Jacob?
Yep.
What have we got there then?
We've got a set of 4 Torques, because I'm not exactly sure what size is needed to get a couple of the bottom panels off. And we've got some posi drives, so when the hard drive's out we can take the horrible Apple mounts off.
Oh, see if we can get it out of the box then, Jacob.
I know he's gone for the screws at the bottom as well, hasn't he? Oh no,
Right.
it's done.
Ready to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Apple cable.
Oh no, it's got the screw.
Oh! Steady on, mate.
It's on its side, Nige.
Easier again.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Right, let's do a reveal then. Turn it round. See what we got here.
What happened to our swivel table?
Oh yeah, well let's... yeah.
If it'll work.
Right, what are the connections on here then, Jacob?
So we have headphones, microphone,
Yeah.
3 USB 2, Firewire 400 or 700, I'm not sure.
Is that the 1394 thingy?
Yes, that'll be 3094, that'll be 400.
Yeah.
That's Ethernet, and then that's Apple's own DisplayPort out to go to their bespoke spare monitor.
Okay. Alright then, Jacob, so what is your method of attack?
Right, from first memory, because we've disassembled one of these before, but the 17-inch model,
Yeah.
there are 6 screws at the bottom,
6 screws at the bottom.
4 posi and 2 Torques. Then that releases the lower portion of the bezel. Then we've got to get something like a credit or debit card into the vent back here so we can pop this top bit off, carefully disconnecting the firewire connected to the camera, slowly pulling this off. Then we have to disassemble the screen, and then behind the screen is the motherboard and the parts where the hard drive or SSD should lay.
Right, and why are we doing this? We're doing this because it's got an SSD in it, and I want to use that SSD for something else. And I think, because of the age of this iMac, we're going to put in the original size drive. How about that?
That would be 250, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll put a 500 in it, but I want the SSD for something else, and I want to do a secure wipe on it as well. I know I could do the secure wipe probably by putting the USB stick in here and using Kill Disk on that, but for the purpose of a video, we're going to take it apart.
Cue time lapse.
What we're looking at then, Jacob?
Right, so we're looking at the bottom of the Mac.
Yeah.
This is the section I have to take all the screws out of.
Yeah.
So there are 3 ports. This one has 2 POSI. Then we have the RAM slot, which this Mac takes the laptop RAM.
Yeah.
For the space inside the machine.
Yeah.
And that uses 2 screwdrivers, so it's easier to access.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 more POSI over here. No, 2 more Torx over here. To keep the front fascia down.
Alright.
Right, so both slots are populated. There goes one.
You've done a Linus again.
Dropping stuff.
Yeah.
Eager. Needs to slow down. Put the brakes.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Hold on, what we got there?
Right, so we have a 4 gig kit, 2 gig kits of Computer Bay Mac memory, DDR2 SODIMMs.
DDR2, what, 533? Yeah, 667 megahertz. Okay.
We got one of your special magnetic pushes.
Yes. You hold this. Hold this.
I've got the hardware.
Ooh.
Right. I have the 2 RAM tabs in. You got to push the bottom towards me, like bottom
I've got to push the
from
bottom.
from the edge of the glass bezel
Yes.
towards me, so it will pop out. That's it. Like that.
It's not moving this corner. Hang on.
Let's work on this apple with my apple tools.
Oh. Right, we can see what we're doing, can't we? A little bit of persuasion it needs, doesn't it?
Yep.
Steady, mate. There we go.
Right.
Right, hold it there.
Yep.
Running. Okay.
Careful
got it.
not to click the bottom end back in. Right. Top end. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
right.
Brilliant. Okay.
We need to disconnect those cables because those go to the camera.
I can't see.
Right,
I can't
I'll
see.
press-
I haven't got me close-up specs on. There we go. Right, so that's the front fascia done.
Right.
Let's have a look inside it. Alright, Jacob, show me what we're looking at here then.
Right, so this is the bottom part of the motherboard. This has got the Radeon graphics card underneath, which is soldered in. This is where the Apple remote would interface, and that goes through this cable, I believe. Yep.
Okay.
We've got the RAM slots down there. I believe that's the wireless connection. Then we have the fan, so the processor is somewhere here. We have the chipset there, the Intel chipset, BIOS, battery, and screen connection.
Okay. The screw dish is filling up. How are we getting on, Jacob?
Nearly there. Just trying to get the screw out.
How do I achieve that? Do we have to turn it upside down and then let it drop out? Oh, okay.
Power unit. There we go.
Oh, hang on, what's that?
That's the display.
There we go.
And there is a very bulky 17-inch unit with its own.
Ah, well, that was fairly painless.
Yeah.
Like this laptop.
Right.
All right. So,
It's a SanDisk.
what we got in there? We've got a SanDisk SSD 120 gig, 6 gigabits per second. So it's quite, it's reasonably recent, isn't it?
SATA 3.
Yep.
Is the Apple heat sensor.
That is the Apple heat sensor.
So if you don't put that on your hard drive or on the case, the
Yeah.
fans will ramp up and they'll go mental.
So that heat sensor really is redundant with an SSD, isn't it? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
people usually stick them to the case when they put an SSD in.
Yeah. All right. So let's remove the SSD then, Jacob.
Yep. Ooh.
Is it stuck down?
Don't want to break the SSD.
Double-sided tape, it looks like. You're going to poke through that metal, aren't you? Just like we did then. There's been an incident.
I'm going to disconnect these cables because I know what's going to happen if I don't.
Slowly, slowly. Catchy monkey. It's not yielding, is it?
No, it is. I can
Is it?
feel it moving. But, you know, this is the slow part.
Hmm. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, yeah.
That's one. That's two.
Uh-huh. Oh,
That's one.
what's that hole?
That's from my
That's
speaker.
your... Oh, well,
And you got a bit
that's
of
alright. Bit of junk on there, isn't it?
really light compared to the others.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Alright. So that is going to go in the wiping rig now. Fire it up, Jacob, and let's queue up Kill Disk.
Song.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Okay, I'm going to download the SanDisk SSD dashboard to wipe the SSD and use the secure erase function. I'm on the SanDisk SSD dashboard support page and I'm currently doing a download because we haven't had a SanDisk SSD before. If this fails, I shall use the old method of kill disk.
And if that failed, he'll hit it with a hammer.
Thank you, Bernie. Are you eating again, Jacob? Again, yeah. Now, Jacob brings in bonbons for everybody, and he eats them all.
Eat them before we get a chance to have a go.
Not all of them.
He was about 4.
I left you 10 last week.
He's got hollow legs.
Equipment already.
Well, it wasn't put away correctly.
Alright.
I don't know, I didn't use it last time.
I
was
used it
pressing
for a
last.
Sorry about the pulsing on the video. SanDisk SSD. It seems to have recognised it. 100% use. Tools. Erase drive. Secure erase is not supported for the selected SSD. Therefore, it cannot be erased using SanDisk SSD dashboard. Well, Jacob has just spotted that the sanitize option is available. What's the difference? Sanitize can only be performed on SSD drives that are not boot drive. Well, that's fine. It will erase the drive and render all data on it irrecoverable. For an SSD that is boot drive, use the USB boot drive option below. Sanitize is different from secure erase because in addition to deleting the mapping table, it will also erase all blocks that have been written to. Therefore, sanitize will take longer time than secure erase. So we want to sanitize, don't we? I wonder if it's going to do the right one, isn't it? Off it goes. Done. 100% life remaining. The drive is good. A problem has arisen. What's the problem, Jacob?
These apples use special mounts, and because this had an SSD put into it, mounts disappeared because it wasn't needed. As you saw earlier, I had to pull it off tape. Those two hooks and holes that Nigel is pointing at, that's where it would sit.
Yeah. So it's now
Stick it down with double-sided.
yeah. It'll never come out, will it? That'll be alright. Stick it down with some double-sided. Well done, Bernie. Magic. What's that shirt you're wearing?
An England rugby shirt. Not that I follow rugby, I don't. Group of men playing with strange shaped balls.
It's better than 90 minutes of men running around pretending they've hurt each other kicking a bag of wind.
I know, that's more entertaining. There we go. Look, that's stuck down already.
Yeah, but what if it heats
What's
up?
that for?
Heat sensor. If you don't put that on, these will be on full all the time.
Right. Get some new double-sided. Are super strong.
Yeah, the stuff that's up on the wall.
Yeah. In our
A big vinyl roll.
right. In our tape department, we've got another tape department over here. There's another tape department.
Yeah, that one you have the manly stuff.
Oh, and there, look, tape department. All right.
Ah, there it is. Extrapolate.
You know what you could do with this, Nigel?
Yeah.
Apropos the video clip we watched yesterday,
What was that about?
Harry and Paul. Right?
Yeah.
If you notice, on the side of the box, other side,
Yeah.
what did they say in their little video sketch?
Oh. Look up the YouTube video on Harry and Paul Intel with Bill and Steve doing a sketch interlude. Right, anyway, so Jacob is going to stick a couple of bits of sticky tape, double-sided, super strong. Alright, so I know it's a bit of a bodge now, but so we're going to stick in, what we're putting in, 500 gig drive, yes, okay, 500 gig drive, into the Apple. How much is this Apple worth?
About 80 quid.
80?
Well, with the Apple OS. Without, it's about 60. No joke. 500 gig drive, 60 quid.
Okay. Now the question is, are we really doing this an injustice or not? I don't know. The fact is, well, by putting a bodging in a drive like this, are we giving it an injustice, or are we just, what the hell?
Well, it didn't come with mounts. It needs mounts. We put mounts on.
Yeah. I think it'll be alright. So we're going to replace the heats. Do you think that's a bit too thick, that? Do you think this is a bit too thick foam for that?
No, that'll be right.
Will it?
It'll be better.
But it's not heat conductive thermal foam, is it?
Yeah, but the hard drive gets hot anyway.
Alright.
So.
Alright, that's on.
Plus I put it in close proximity to these two fins, which will be putting out heat, so...
Okay, so dust is blasted. Need to reconstruct. Put it all back together. Clear the workshop up. So it's reverse process, I suppose. Is it? Come on then, let's get it done. Keep the energy going.
And today on Apple TV. Oh well.
Come on then. What are we doing?
Putting this on, just trying to remember that way over here. Yes, because that's the display.
Right, so that's got to go on.
For that. This is going to be...
What about these things here?
That's for the firewall
Ah.
up top. Those need to be out, but don't be afraid, manhandle it.
Is that it?
As long as it lines up.
That's right. What are you doing, Jacob?
I'm polarising this screwdriver.
It's lost its magnetism, has it?
Yep.
I see.
Always be careful with neodymium magnets.
Bezel. Bezel.
Basil!
Bezel. So what are these two connections for?
These two connections are for the microphone and camera. One is power, one is data. I believe the one I'm connecting now is power. If I can get it in the right way around. There we go. Moving these back memory. Haha!
Yeah?
Yeah. Great success. What's that news? Because I forgot to mention that, but that's in there. And that covers the ugly part.
And there we are.
Yep.
Put it up its right way.
Okay.
There we are. Back together again with a 500 gig drive. So I think we're just going to sell it as is, without an operating system. We weren't going to put anything on here, Bernie, were we?
What? No. Unless
Just
you
fire it
unless-
up, see if it works.
Yeah,
fire
post
it up,
screen.
see if it
Okay,
works.
let's get to post.
It works.
It works. Ah. So you didn't break it then?
Right, it's an idea. You can either, I reckon we could either put Windows on it or stick another Mac OS on it.
Well, we've had trouble with Mac OS in the past, so I think we should just check.
It's got an Intel Core 2 Duo,
Yeah, so we can
which
stick.
is Microsoft compatible. Haha.
Is it expecting to get to a post screen, or does that not exist on an Apple?
It will probably throw up like a unhappy Mac in a minute.
What are you looking for?
We'll find out in a minute.
Well, that's another one done. Apple, without an SSD in it, got a hard drive, 500 gig hard drive in it. It's going to sell it as it is, I think. Got it all back together again. No missing bits. So I think we've done a good job. We're going to tidy the workshop up. And that's it for another day. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Give us a thumbs up. And please subscribe to our YouTube videos. Cheerio!